Okay, I'm feeling like garbage today. So today's not gonna be super interesting or good. But let's at least see if we can get rid of this just collided and collide timer, if that is in fact removable. So if we take a look at what our just collided bool is being set, you know, we're flipping it. See, I'm forgetting why we had to kind of sandwich a DX condition here. If left self collides with a platform. So this is our ostrich class. If we left collide with a platform and we're actually moving, well, yeah, moving bigger than a 0.1. I don't get why we're doing that. Why are we doing the 0.2 barrier there in between negative 0.1 and positive 0.1? But what's weird to me, okay, here, so look, if we have just collided, we're gonna increment our collide timer. And if our collide timer is greater than the threshold, we're no longer just collided, and our collide timer gets reset. So the question is, what are we doing with our just collided boolean, if anything? So like, just collided. We're setting it here. There's only 5 times we're doing it. So yeah, we're not really, I think we're doing anything with this crap. Just collided. Now, is there any other we have a just collided for a vulture. Same deal though. We're not really doing anything with it. We're swapping it to true. Not doing anything with it though. There's none in egg. None in platform. Yeah, I really think we're not doing anything with it. Yeah. So we could get rid of it right now. Because the thing is, I think we're doing, I think we moved this to egg and vulnerable. Yeah. So we have an egg and vulnerable. No, you know what? We're doing it for... I thought we might have done it for slam. So like we couldn't play a side collision sound more than once. I think that's what we did it for. But we're not actually... So what is our collide sound called? Literally just called collide. I'm gonna go see when we're doing that in our ostrich class. So we're doing, yeah, we're doing the collide sound play here. If collide timer is 0, then we're gonna play it. Okay, so no, we do use it. We do use it, and we use it right here with the collide timer. We reset it. Okay, I guess that makes sense. So yeah, we are doing it for the sound playing. So I guess that makes sense. So we can go ahead and get rid of that in our notes. It's just hard to remember what I was thinking, 4 months ago plus writing this. But we need to test, or we need to write I think we've got the Bounder AI. Then we got to figure the Hunter AI and Shadowlord. So let's take a look. It's in a book. It's not vulture. No, yeah, it is. Wait, hold on a second. Just see where our vulture AI. I think it's on eggs hatched. What's it called? Come on, man. Okay, it's in the egg class, I don't know. In the update function of our egg class, maybe? No. I'm looking for where we change the AI once we spawn a new vulture after a taxi collides with a egg. Because right now we just have Bounder logic, at least with the jumping here and the DX. Oh my god. I'm exhausted, guys. I'm getting a blood test done on Tuesday to check for what may be wrong. I don't freaking know. Thought we found it yesterday. Up here. No. Collides eggs. Eggs collected. Jesus. Here, times eggs hatched. So see, all of these for loops are locked in at 3, but that needs to depend on what wave we're at, because different waves have different amount of vultures, which means we need different amount of eggs and different amount of taxis. So we need to not have that hard-coded at 3. They're just hard-coded at 3 for now. So we're saying if the egg at a given index is hatched, then we're going to go ahead and instantiate a jockey at that egg's last position. And we're going to increment the amount of times. See, this is jacked. This is jacked. We're doing self.times eggs hatched. Well, I guess it depends on how we initialize this, because I guess we have a table called times egg hatched, and that corresponds with the number of, So as long as that's a table, filled with 3 at the moment, let's see, times egg hatched. Where are we initializing this? We literally just do a table of 3 empty. Okay. See, this is not right. We need to move this into the egg. No. See, because this is tricky, because let's say jockey 3, right? Or let's say vulture 3 gets killed. Vulture 3 turns into an egg at eggs 3 table. Then the eggs at eggs 3 will hatch. and then it'll hatch into a jockey at jockey 3, and then it'll spawn a taxi at taxi 3. And the taxi, when it collides with its jockey, it'll get modified, it'll upgrade the tier system. So I think we need to get, I don't like this times egg hatched. It's like, what we need to do is just upgrade the tier system. So if the tier system's 1, that we give it Bounder logic. If the tier system's 2, we give it Hunter logic. If it's 3, we give it Shadow Lord logic. I don't think we need to mess around with this times egg hatched. I mean, we need to increment, but we need to increment the self tier of our vulture at that point. So the same vulture, because the same, like, let's say vulture 3, it turns into an egg, turns into a jockey. Then when its taxi collides with the jockey, that same vulture 3 needs to get updated AI. So I think the updated AI needs to go into the vulture class. That makes the most sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me to keep it in play state here in a table in play state referencing self.times egg hatched at the index. Doesn't make much sense to me. So let's see, times egg hatched. Do we use that anywhere else? We use it on a taxi jockey collision. See, and this is Jack 2, because right now we're only hard coding in a jockey 1 collision. We need to do it for each one though. And then we say, yeah, see, we need to not do this. Yeah, we need to not do this here. Because we're modifying the DX in our play state. But what we really should be doing is incrementing the tier, which we don't have that field in our vultures class yet, but we'll add it. We need to increment that tier, and then based on that tier in the vultures update, we need to give it the proper velocity. So no, we do have a tier. Then what the heck are we doing, man? We've got the tier. Let me see our vultures class. I don't see the tier here. We don't initialize the tier? Yes, we do. Okay. Okay. So we do have the tier, but we're not actually changing our DX based on the tier. So I guess for now we can leave our taxi colliding with the jockey there. Now white should be that hunter logic. So right now that hunter logic is getting played in our play state, and it's right here. So if we change this to something ridiculous, 4.5, as soon as it collides with that thing, it should go blazingly fast. But it's not. Let's see if we just say vultures 1 dot tier. See, no, why would this work? Why wouldn't this work? Times egg hatched. Well, the egg hasn't actually hatched yet because we started. So let me just say, we'll replace this to a 0, and now it should go fast. Come on. Yeah. Okay. So we need to get rid of this times egg hatch crap. I don't want to count it in the play state. So see how it's a field within our self, within our play state. I don't want that. So basically what we need to say is we instantiate a vulture, then we update its tier. So we'll say for now we hard-coded in it vultures 1. We'll say vultures 1 tier gets its current tier. +1. So we'll update its tier. We'll leave egg hatched for here just for now, but we need to increment the tier for the other direction too. And now we should be able to, I'm just going to yank this stuff so we know what we're looking at. We're going to go over to our vulture class and we're going to see where we're assigning our DX. And we actually just initialize it. So like we initialize our DX. Okay, we initialize it to be whatever we pass in as a parameter. So you don't know exactly what that is. But in our update right here, if it's tier 1, we don't modify the DX. But if it's tier 2, we need to say self.dx will get current DX times 1.5. Okay, so now so we're applying a hunter DX now to our vulture, and this line isn't, these lines aren't actually running because the times egg hatched is still 0. So what our tier system increment now, oh come on, our tier system, our tier increment right here should be now controlling that DX. So I'm hoping, and you know what? Let's also make it a. God damn, I'm tired. Let's make this a ridiculous number again, because we want to just see if it works. So it should increment the tier system when it collides. It went to a Shadow Lord, so it looks like our tier might have already been 2. Our tier system was 1, it goes to 2. Why would it go to a Shadow Lord Atlas? Because if I take this same line and put it here under the Shadow Lord, I don't know why we're popping a Shadow Lord all of a sudden. Great. What the fuck is happening? Oh my god. Why are we popping a Shadow Lord now? We must be, oh, you know what? We're incrementing the tier already. Yeah, we're incrementing the tier already, so we don't need this. It was probably actually a tier 4, but it was still rendering a Shadow Lord because it's in an else. So we've got the hunter. So let's see if we give our hunter tier dx. Now, I guess we need to ask what direction we're facing, because that's what our, yeah, what is our, so yeah, we don't set our facing direction until we ask what our dx is. So I think we can't modify the proper dx until we know which direction we're facing, and we don't know what direction we're facing until we're actually going that direction. So all we have to do is make sure the dx is correct, and then the facing will take care of itself. So we need to make sure when we modify the dx, we need to give it a positive or negative number based on its last facing direction or whatever. Because by the time it collides, oh, you know what? Well, we have it here. And you know what? We are modifying our dx based on our direction here. So we should be fine to just multiply our dx by a constant. We should be fine. So I'm going to say self.dx gets current dx times, let's just say 3. That should be pretty fast enough to notice the difference. And we get stuck. And it's probably because we're going way too fast. Let's see if 2 works. I don't like this. Why does this happen? Is our dx, what is happening there? What is happening there? Here, let's print up what our vulture at vultures 1 is doing. What is even going on there? Here, I want to see what our dx is. Okay, yeah, not right. Okay, yeah, I get it. That's a silly mistake. So yeah, I mean, it's just, we're setting our dx, we're just modifying our dx, we're doubling our dx every single frame here, so that's the problem. I'm gonna do a quick fix here. Say that we have a field called dx assigned that gets false, and if by the time we're in tier 2, if our self dx assigned is equal to false, or I guess we could say if not, dx assigned, go ahead and assign it. Then we'll say self.dx assigned gets true. So that way, we only set our DX once. Now we shouldn't get stuck like that. Cool. Let's see. I am curious what a crazy a number would be here. Ready for this? Pew! That's pretty wild. The egg inherited that DX, which was funny. Okay, so our tier 2 here is going to be 1.5 DX. We need to flush this DX assigned upon a DX assigned needs to get false if our vulture gets killed. No. Yes. If our vulture gets killed, we need to flush that DX assigned so that we can assign it again based on its tier system. I'm going to be explicit here and say that the else if the self tier is 3 at this point, then we're going to assign that. Now we need to flush this DX assigned based on our vulture being exploded. So let's see if we can search for it. Yeah, here. If vulture unexploded, no. If here. If vulture's exploded, send it to the graveyard, and then we'll say go ahead and flush that vultures. We'll say vultures at the ith array DX assigned gets false. Okay. Now we need it here too. Come on, man. So anytime a vulture gets exploded, we need to make sure to flush. Why do you do this? So we say vulture exploded after it gets sent to the graveyard. Actually, we just paste it right here. But then we need it here too. God, we need it everywhere. There, we've got it. We need it here. There you go. Next. Exploded graveyard. We need it there. Next. We need it right here. Next. Okay. So anytime the vulture's exploded, we're flushing that DX assigned so that by the time we get collided with a taxi as a jockey, we'll update our tier and then we'll assign our appropriate DX. So now let's see. Let's get our Shadow Lord stuff going on. Or Shadow Lord speed at least, because the Shadow Lord will also have more erratic flapping than a Bounder. Same with Hunter will also have different flapping. We haven't done that yet. We're just doing DX for now. And then once we have that tier system working, where am I even looking, man? Tier. That's because it's in Vulture. Here. Okay, so we need something similar here where we say if not self dx assigned, and actually we'd need to set the atlas. I guess we don't actually need to assign the atlas every time. I guess that actually kind of makes sense. But yeah, we don't need to set the atlas every time. Yeah, I don't know. I guess just for consistency's sake, I'm gonna put it here, but I really don't think we need to be doing this every single frame. I think that's pretty bad. Now, a hunter going into a Shadow Lord will already have the Shadow Lord, or yeah, a hunter turning into a Shadow Lord already has the Hunter DX. So we just need to modify this by another, maybe a smaller value. I guess for now, let's see what another 1.5 multiplication looks like. And then let's just go ahead and for right now, just so I don't have to change anything, I'm gonna say if it's 2, no. Well, I guess yeah, because it's the same. Let's just see. Should be Shadow Lord, and let's see how fast that is. Blue Shadow Lord, and we just get this jacked shit again. Because we're not setting. Yeah, well, we do this twice, which is a no-no, and then we need to set our self DX assigned to get true, so we don't keep assigning it. Now we should be at Shadow Lord speed. Yeah, Shadow Lord should be faster than that. It is a 1.55. Okay, yeah. You're right. Yeah. I think what we need to do is we just need to give our tester vulture tier a 2 right off the bat so that we can see the Shadow Lord inheritance of the DX based on its Hunter DX. But the vulture is dead until it's instantiated, so yeah, you know what? I think I thought about this wrong, because when we're dead, we are still in the same tier. We're in the graveyard. We set our DX to 0 when we moved to the graveyard, so this actually just needs to be, what did we have it as? We like already did this, just in the bad way, ×2. So let's just do that, I guess. We'll say this is a ×2. This will be a bounder, a hunter, so yeah. I guess for right now, if we want to see what the Shadow Lord velocity is looking like, we can just do this. So it should be a blue Shadow Lord, should be fast. That's pretty fast. Yeah, anything faster than that might be a bit unreasonable. That is fast, because it's a little slower than us. I don't know what that is compared to the original. Maybe we check that out. But then we'd have to hatch a Shadow Lord, whatever. Okay. Okay, well now we're assigning DX based on our tier, not based on a field in our play state called times egg hatched, so that's better. But we still need to incorporate. Where's our notes? We need to incorporate flapping. So we got our Hunter AI DX, we got our Shadowlord DX. So now what's next on our list is the difference in flapping for our Hunter versus our Bounder versus our Shadowlord. So we'll be figuring that out tomorrow in tomorrow's episode. And then once the AI is done for the different tiers, we need to make sure a Shadowlord hatching only gets another Shadowlord, which is why we had the else. I'm gonna go actually change that back. Cause, well, yeah, I mean, first of all, let's change this back so we don't accidentally do that. No. Yeah, actually, this is what I'm talking about right here. If we just do an else, then if a Shadowlord dies and then a Shadowlord's jockey gets touched by its taxi, it'll increment its tier, but then it'll still just assign its initialized DX times 2. So it will technically increment tiers anytime you kill it up to infinity, but you're not gonna kill a Shadowlord infinity times, let's be real. Okay. Take a look at our get diff for today. We added a new field to our vulture class. It's called DX assigned, that we initialize as false. What are these control M's here? What are those control M's? Or what is that? Has that like always been the case and I've just now realized it? Control M, I don't get it. Lua. I don't know what that is. I guess I'll have to see if Git actually. What the heck is that? Basically, we just moved our. Well, actually, hold on a second. We didn't take out our times egg hatched. Let me just do that real quick. It was in our play state. So what I'm gonna do is just delete this crap. Because we're doing that with our tier upgrade now. And we only do that upon a jockey to taxi collision. So yeah, we don't need this garbage anymore. Yeah, we don't need it here either. That shouldn't break anything. Nice. Cool. I might convert the sound to TE sound. You know what? We only have a left collision sound on our vultures for some reason. Let's see where our collide sound is being played. We've got it on a left collide, sure. Right collides. If collide timer is 0. Okay, so did I delete it? Yeah, I don't want to delete it. So we just collided. Okay, so we need to play the sound for the right collision if we've not just collided. So if we right collide with a platform as a vulture, we need to see, or we would set our DX for sure. So that'll be first. Then as a bonus thing, we're going to say, hey, if our self, if we haven't just collided, so if not self just collided, then go ahead and play this sound collides. Now we should have right collision sounds for our vulture. So come on. There's left and right. Come on, give me right. Nice. Cool. Now ideally, since our collide threshold is whatever in our constants, we don't have our constants harpooned. What are all these stars here? What are all these stars here? Collide. Okay, so we won't play a sound for a collision if we've just collided in the past 1 second. That's what this collide timer threshold was. But I'm a little confused. Nope. Not what I wanted. What is happening, man? What? What's happening? God, dude, get me out of here. See, what are these stars here? Oh, I did the same shit. I need to look up how to get out of that. What did that star mean? Oh, maybe, well, does that mean it doesn't? I don't get it. I don't get what this star means. Okay. Oh, come on, man. I don't get what those M's mean. I don't know what the star means, but basically we're just changing our DX based on our tier system, not based on a stupid table in our play state tier. So tomorrow we'll be working on the flapping, and I'll catch you guys then. Today we're gonna say we git commit with refactored DX into tier system, into vulture tier system. Git push. Okay, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I want to try to figure out what shit. Well, whatever. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.